brother and sister. Today we will learn Indian alphabets versus British alphabets. So let's start. In Indian language, we say A, but in British language, we say A. A. In Indian language, we say B, but in British language, we say P. P. In Indian language, we say C, but in British language, we say C. C. D. In Indian language, we say D, but in British language, we say T. T. In Indian language, we say E, but in British language, we say E. E. In Indian language, we say F, but in British language, we say F. F. In Indian language, we say G, but in British language, we say J. J. In Indian language, we say H, but in British language, we say H. H. In Indian language, we say I, but in British language, we say I. I. In Indian language, we say J, but in British language, we say J. J. In Indian language, we say K, but in British language, we say K. K. In Indian language, we say L, but in British language, we say L. L. In Indian language, we say M, but in British language, we say M. In Indian language, we say N, but in British language, we say N. N. In Indian language, we say O, but in British language, we say O. O. In Indian language, we say P, but in British language, we say P. P. In Indian language, we say Q, but in British language, we say Q. Q. In Indian language, we say R, but in British language, we say R. R. In Indian language, we say S, but in British language, we say S. S. In Indian language, we say T, but in British language, we say T. T. In Indian language, we say U, but in British language, we say U. U. In Indian language, we say we, but in British language, we say we. We. In Indian language, we say W, but in British language, we say W. W. In Indian language, we say X, but in British language, we say X. X. In Indian language, we say Y, but in British language, we say Y. Y. In Indian language, we say Z, but in British language, we say Z.
Hello, brother and sister. My name is Madhvi. Today, we will practice this story to convert into British language. The Thirsty Crow. So let's start. There was a crow which was very thirsty. He searched for water everywhere. At last, he saw a water pot near a well. He looked inside the pot. There was very little water in the pot. The crow saw some stones nearby. He thought of a plan. He picked up some stones. He put them one by one into the pot. The water level in the pot came up. The crow drank the water and flew away happily. So please subscribe my channel, like and comments. Thank you and have a nice day.